Now we are going to work with this tiny flap, and I have everything prepared. Let me ink it, and everything is ready. Let me move this aside. Okay, here we are going to use it for September. So I am going to score, well, it's a score to bend to this side. Here is the joining two pieces. Well, I'm going to put it in this way because this I want it in this way. Okay, so for here, let's start there. I'm going to be using these gorgeous patterns and solids, and again we want to make the mark where we are going to cut our half circle with the 1 1/4. I think, yes, it is the 1 1/4, and I need to check this fine. Here I just need to ink it because I am inking everything. So I'm going to stick this piece here in the back, the same one. So and the measurements, it's 4 3/4, no, 4 3/8 square. Okay, now we align this and repeat the same process. To stick this, and then I'll come back because in the front I want to use this gorgeous stamp cut apart. In the back I'm going to use this one, or no, maybe I need, no, it's okay, we can add the name here. And in this case I will be using my brads in the 4 corners, in the 2 sides, and in my 4 corners as well. This is ready, and now I'm going to use again one of the regular tags, and this will be attached below this decorative paper in this way. So this is going to be my front, and I want to see this gorgeous paper in the front. This is the September page 8 by 8, and I'm going to use this here, and in the back patterns and solids. And I got here these 2 strips are also from the same paper. So in my back I think that I'm going to use this as, oh no, I remember, first I want to use a little bit of the same paper here on the back, and then just add another strip here. Okay, and in the front again I'll be using but just the black. Okay, and I will try to align everything and I'll come back. Okay, this is ready. Let me show you. This will be my front, my back. This is on top of this one. Okay, and the month name. Okay, but first I'm going to align here this one here, because here, from here to here, I have 1 inch, 2, 3, etc. Okay, so I'm going to align it with 1 inch. It doesn't matter exactly which one, but align it with this line. And I think that I want to attach this in my second line, so probably here I'm going to make a pencil mark, a tiny one, at 2 inches. Now we just need to put this inside. And okay, so this is ready. Okay, for this pocket, big pocket, I am going to add my large tag. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to add a little bit bigger gap. So the first thing is remove here with a knife, sharp knife, and I am not going to take any risks. I'll be using my ruler. We still have this huge pocket, but now I'm going to make a new flap here, and I'm going to make one in with my long side in this way. I am just going to make my first at a half an inch. Now I don't want a quarter because it's too much. I'm going to move this scoring line a little bit more to the right because I want, or you can use your pencil to be sure where do you want it. And I want this not 1/8 but 3/16. So with that I can now place my paper here and make my second scoring line, and of course here I'm going to add another half of an inch, and that's the place where I am going to cut. Okay, I have a half an inch, 3/16. It's going to be my tiny gap, and I'm going to remove it. Here is this first. In this way you can see here I have a 3/16 gap. So let's remove, not in the gap, just the corners this way, both sides. And I want to add this exactly where I cut the other one. Now this is from Patterns and Solids. I'm going to stick this here in the back. This is December, and this will be here, and I think that I want this here in the bottom. Okay, I'm going to stick all of this, and just because, let's use also this one to decorate here. Let me stick this, and this will be December. November, October and November will be here, and in a moment we work with that. Now I stick this here and this here. In my back I'll be using this gorgeous card, but I am just going to stick this to the bottom. Not, I am not adding glue in the size, just in the bottom, and try to center this a little bit. And this has a green paper in the back, and this just the red one. I think it's fine. Now in this side, yes, in the bottom, I still have all my focus, Cecilia, or the stickers, so I'm going to add some of them. For my tag, I got my tag. I'll be covering this in the back. I want to add this one, and then I can measure here where I need to cut this as soon as this is measured, and we have room here to journal. Let me tell you, because it's the same that I'm going to do with the other large tag. Now I'm going to make my pencil mark where I want this to be. Just cut here. And now just attach this here and some decorative piece here. So this is ready, and now we are going to work with our waterfall. And I have everything here, and because I only have my waterfall for 2 months, so what I am going to do is add 2 flaps, and I think this is going to be in this side. They measure the same as I can see. No, this one is shorter. I cut 2 pieces that measure, let me tell you the measurement, and I am based on the first waterfall, okay? So this measure 5 by 6.5, and I score at a 1/2 inch, but later I just remove a little bit on this because this will be on top in this way. I want this here, and I think, yes, let's start doing that. And probably we need something here. Taking care of these sides as well, okay? And this will be closing here, and this will be closing here. So I want to add some magnets in, probably in this side. So yes, one here and the other like here, because remember we need to make a closure there as well. I'll be putting this here inside. This is from Patterns and Solids. And now here I am making a composition because I made a mistake. I measure this, but considering we have here a decorative piece as I did it in the other, this fits perfectly here. But now here we have room. So what I am going to do, you can cut exactly at the page size, but also my magnets are here. So I will cover this with this and a piece of this strip. Okay, this is going to be there. Let's do it and I'll come back. Okay, this is ready. I am not going to add this because we need a magnet here, but in a moment. This is a space for picture, for journaling, picture journaling. Here we have 2 rooms, and it's going to be another one in here. So 1, 2, 3, and 3 pictures for each month. So for the inside, my idea is to make exactly as I did it in the other ones. Decorate here with this strip and add my papers in all of the bottom, and yes, the same one because it's so cute and I had the papers, so I'm going to make that in all my flaps. And also I'm going to be using this is from, I need to check down, yes, I think that's October for the sunflowers, and we are going to attach this here and here. And where is the month name? October. I cover everything, but well, you watch me doing this. Here I just add my October name, and in the back I have red. Let me close this up. The stamp, I think, yes, it is open here. The stuck, the something if you want, okay? Now, the only thing that I did, and it's easy because we repeat the same process with the papers that you are going to see here with the other waterfall. These pieces measure 3/8 of an inch by, let me remember, I think it's 4 3/8 as well. 4 3/8 by 3/8 as this one, okay? So this, in this space, all of them are the same. In the bottom, all of them are the same. The difference is that for example, I put this, and if you want to stuck something here, you can. If you want to put something on the back of here, you have space, but you can journal this picture, okay? And this will be October 1, 2, and 3 pictures. Now here we have November, and this and this and this and this one, all of them are from November. Now these decorative pieces, I choose the blue. Probably you can use green here, but I choose blue, and it's okay. It's going to be mine, but probably here with a color that stand up, it's going to look much better. All right, so one more time. This is October yet, as well as this image, and all of them are 8 by 8 paper. November, the name here. November, the stamp. November, another stamp, and this, which is open here as well. Now we just need to make our closure. This piece of black cardstock measure 2 5/8 of an inch by 5 5/8 of an inch, and I score at a half and 1/8 of an inch more, which is 5/8. Okay, first scoring line is a half, and 5/8 of an inch is the second one. Now the first thing I'm going to do is attach it here, and now This is going to be a little bit off to the left because I put this already, but it's okay. We can make something different. That's not a big problem. So I'm going to start adding this to the back, and then in this case I will try to stay just enough close, but remember you need to put this at one side of the scoring line, never on top of the scoring line, okay? Now yes, it is aligned. What I didn't do here was to burnish or crease perfectly here. So before it's too late, I can do it this way. This will be aligned here. So I want to cover with this from the 8x8. I don't remember which month it is, but it's this with all the greenery on back, black background, okay? And this piece measure 2.5 by 4 7/8, and I can already, oops, nope, I need to cut a little bit more. Now we can transfer the magnets to the opposite side and add some glue to see the mark there, and just be careful and align this piece the best you can, okay? And I am just checking it if this is aligned here. That's why I put my magnets more on the top, because we needed still to add here. Now I can see clearly here where to add my magnets. Maybe here I need another drop. Let's complete here. And this piece I just cut at the side of the tiny stars, okay? And as I told you, I measured this on my black cardstock and just made a little edge outside, and that's how I define it, the measurement. Now this is going to be here, but I am thinking to add some strip of red, something red here, because there is too much. Yes, I'm going to add a little bit there and a little bit here. Now we are ready to attach this, and I will try to put it, center it here as much as I can, okay? So don't put the glue on the gap, just on this flap. This in this side. And here we have room to put it here, not close. I don't want this to be really close to the edge. We still have some room here. Now I'm going to stick this more to the left side, okay, because it's important. I added a lot of bulkiness of course here, so that's why I want it here in order to be easy to close this and all the flaps. Okay, so let me do that. Here is my idea for the cover, but first we are going to work with the back cover. And here what I did, I just have this beautiful image that I want to put here with my name. I want to keep this simple, so let's do it. And the image has red patterns and solids on the back, okay, just to pop up more this, more to the left. There. You can change the image if you want. Of course, I'm giving you ideas with the papers that I have left, because here I tried to use only the 8x8, my stamps, and the patterns and solids. Okay, I'm going to save the 12 by 12 for another project, because I really love so much this collection. For the spines, from the sticker sheet, I backed all my stamps with black chipboard, okay? But I'm going to use these two in my cover, and these two are going to be for the spines. And I added 2 more layers of black chipboard to give it more volume, but I'm going to wait for that until I finish my cover. Now my idea is to make, well, I made the frame, which is going to be here. The measurements for this frame, it's in this edge 4.5 by 8, and then I measure 5/8 of an inch from each border to the center, 5/8, and just remove this. I have red paper, and I'm going to use it, yes, in this way. Side of my frame, I will be adding this piece, and this is just 1 layer of black chipboard, and the measurements are 2 3/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, and this is from the 8x8. I had the oil sheet complete, which was this September, so I'm going to use it, and maybe I'm going to use this beautiful sunflower fussy carrot. I am not sure, and I just cover it as we cover any paper. Okay, let me tell you the way that I am going to cover this. First, stick this piece, and you want to have about 5/8 of an inch all around. Okay, now you want to use your bone folder to score all around the outside edges first, and the inside edges as well. Okay, my chipboard is let me tell you, it's, I am not sure, but I have a leftover piece here. This is 3mm chipboard, because I want this to be more And it's important to crease perfectly all the edges because we need to cut the corners, and because this is 3 millimeters, we will have two pieces here, so we want to leave a little bit more than 3 millimeters here in the corner, okay, just to be able and cover. And if for any reason you cut more than 3 millimeters, don't worry, don't panic, we can fix it. It's not going to look in the same way, but it's fixable, don't worry. Okay, now and I am making this because sometimes I receive questions about how I do to make this to look so neat. Is the word? It's just following the creases of the paper. That's all the thing that we need to pay attention. Now here I am going to move this inside in both corners, okay? Now my corner is covered already, and here probably I'm going to cut a little bit more. Now the opposite side. But it's better to cut a little bit more if you have an extra to cut. Then be short with the papers in the corners, okay? To make some stamping on top of this paper. Okay, now we are going to cut the inside, and in this case you just need to cut from the corner to the center, in the 4 corners. And if you want to use a ruler, it's fine. This is going to be on the back, so I don't mind if this is not perfect here, but now we just want to carefully move this to the back. And we want to repeat in all the sides. And then we just need to glue all the sides to the back. want to make some stamping here. I want to add some greenery, and I am not going to use a block. Just with my fingers, I will try to press here and there just randomly. Let this dry just a little bit, and I want to use my little stars, and here I will be using my block. Okay, I use my heat gun tool to dry this, and let's see if it is dried. So I am going to start with one first, just because I want to be sure it is dried, and we can always remove the excess with some okay, I'm going to wait just a moment until this dries better, because you can see here I remove my embossing powder, but there is a little bit. I don't mind, really, I don't mind, because these are stars, so it doesn't look awful, but maybe we can wait just a moment. Okay, I finished, and let me explain you, this was randomly, okay, but to fill pieces, what I did is I add my embossing ink just on the little stars, okay. For example, let me do it with my black. I have here my stars, so I just ink this and then stamp them where you want, you see, to fill the edges especially. And now what I want to do is ink all my edges. Oh, of course, that's perfect, I like it. Okay, and this is my idea for my front cover. I want to add this here, but I had an idea, and this will be here, and this will be here, my stamps. And I just fussy cut this from one sheet, so this can be hanging here. But I have an idea. Oh, the numbers. I use these dies, and I cut them 3 times in thick cardstock, the black thick cardstock that I have, which is thick, and I was thinking to add a butterfly, maybe here. I am not sure. Here I don't want to add more because probably the closure, I want them in this way, but maybe here in the top, just to make something different. Okay, let me see if this works. I have my sticker sheets. I'm going to use this in my January in a moment, but we have this beautiful and I will be using some chipboard to stick them, one on each side, and cut it just to make this more strong in both sides. But I want the image on both sides, and we can use an eyelet to hang this from there because it's going to look so beautiful, I am sure. Just turn it. This is a wire, so we can turn this a little bit. Okay, so I am going to fast forward here, and you can see I will be using my chipboard just to add dimension where I want it. So let's start with the frame. I am just going to add a little bit of my Bronze Age wax. You just need to put it in your finger and then give it some touches here and there, and that's enough. Just a little bit, okay? I don't want too much. I don't want this to be really dark, but I like it this way. The wax, it's going to be permanent when it dries, okay? If this is not dry, it's perfect, and you can just clean. You can see here, and it's gone. But when it dries, it's going to be permanent. Well, this was my tutorial, my entrance to the brand ambassador called by Graphic 45. And I'm sorry if this is so long tutorial, huge, because I want you to know all my tips and tricks, because these are some of the most frequently asked questions, and I want you to see exactly how I made everything. Of course, some parts are fast forwarded because it's something easy that anybody can do, as gluing or some things like those. And this is my album. I really love this paper collection. I want this to be more brownish. And of course, I am going to start using this with some pictures and journaling of January, February, March, and April. I know it took me a lot of time to do it because I have my work as well. But I am so happy that finally I could put my hands on this gorgeous paper collection. So if you like what you see here in my channel, I welcome you to subscribe, of course, and give me your like. It's going to help a lot to my channel to grow up. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.